During this week alone, significant efforts have been made to improve user experience over social media platforms. From Facebook announcing new tools for small medium businesses, including video calls and expanded appointment bookings, YouTube adding auto chapters as a search element, Apple and Google collaborating by adding a new Snapchat feature to its latest Pixel phones. And Instagram is testing longer videos in stories, new stories to Reels link, and to broaden video integration as well as the upload of photos and videos via desktop, could you imagine? And even heightened data analytics to power marketers and the ability to generate performance insights. So this episode, we're going to be speaking with Jelena Petkovic from Serbia, and she is a social media and digital marketing and e-commerce strategist. And she will give you many insights into her experience in that field. So let's get started. So welcome everybody to ProofPoint, the podcast, and we are here with another wonderful guest, Jelena Petkovic, and she is going to be talking to us about social media and digital marketing. But first, I would love if Jelena can tell you a little something about it. So go ahead, Jelena. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really a big fan of all your podcasts because I have learned a lot and you have really very interesting guests every time. And I hope this time we will make some fun. So I will shortly introduce myself. I'm originally from Bosnia. That's one small country in Balkan Peninsula. And I have been living there till my 15, as I have started with great love with music since I was 7 years old. And later I wanted to carry on with music for high school, but my hometown at that time, they haven't had high school music. So I had to go in Serbia. And thereafter I finished my music high school. I enrolled music academy and I stuck here in this town. It's Novi Sad, northern Serbia. And at the beginning, I have started to work like a music teacher, like a choir conductor. Actually, when I was 20, still student, not graduated. And later, I have started to work like music teacher, like assistant of music school manager. So there's actually where my marketing has started and the customer service experience to the parents who are just, let's say, really not easy to manage customers because they think their child is the best in the world. So, and they always have some special demands. And actually we started there to promote ourselves. But after some time, I just switched to sale, and after sale to marketing, actually sale marketing and market research. And I ended up in digital marketing and e-commerce.
Okay, so how do you define marketing?
How do I define marketing? Marketing is, for me, it's not talk to your audience, but it's talk with your audience. So if I want to present you something, first, what I need to know what do you need? I can't, if I go, straight on you and saying you need this, of course, you will just put a wall and that's end of the story because you are the one who knows the best what do you need. So actually, it's marketing is for me, it's not B2C nor B2B, it's H to H, human to human. And I'm glad most of marketing managers, they are coming straight to marketing without any sales background and customer experience. And they need technically and formally, and what are formulas, yes, you need this and need that, you need here and there, just, okay, yes, but if you don't know what's going on after, okay, you will just get some traffic and you will say it's excellent response of traffic. But those people are not meant to be for that product or service. So you have to start from your customers because they are human. They have their needs. They have their moods. Of course, you don't know when you talk to someone. I have started first with telemarketing and I learned a lot of there because that was a company who has telemarketing in 26 European countries. And they have started first. It was called like shopping from chair. You see on TV, you call and order, and they are still the first in the region now. And I had really trainings almost not every day, but at beginning every day. And 3 classes of authorities are listening your conversations. So, every word, what are you saying, how it will affect. And that word from, feedback from the customers, you are talking to human and you don't know, where are you calling? Maybe he's on the bus or someone is breastfeeding baby. Someone, I don't know, someone is driving car, someone is shopping or having guests or eating, So you don't know where you will catch people at that moment. I think, and the best part of that is when a customer call you and telling you they are just, amazed with products. It's excellent. And when you can find what they need. But yeah, customer support and actually that human to human where it started. And I have been working like outbound and inbound calls and online sale. And then later, when I have seen how marketing managers actually, their job is, they think it's finished just to, get traffic, high volume, and that's all. If you have high volume, it doesn't matter, if it, actually there has started my interest for marketing and market research, because I had to do that, because you have to ask, when you have customer, he is that point where you need to get information. So no matter you sell something, you have to know what are their interests, gender, where they live, what they work, who they have from family, what books they like to read, or some program to watch. No more you know about them, it's better for you. You will know actually how to make solution for their problems. That's actually marketing, bringing solutions.
You brought up a very important subject matter in all of what you've described there, what marketing means to you. Timing, how time sensitive marketing is. Can you explain why that is so important?
I always say time is the biggest enemy. Actually, you have I have 2 solutions for time. One is time is the biggest present you can give to someone, or someone can give it to you, because you are giving your part of life, which you are never going to get back. So we have to take care of who we are spending our time. It's really, and another is time is the biggest enemy. If you are dragging out things, you have to, in marketing, you have to know part of the day and night, and part of within an hour, how people, not say how people breathe, yes, what are their daily habits? Are they at work or here or there? So time is very, very important in marketing. All depends audience. It's not the same. Let's say like me, mid-aged people. They actually, we know some habits after some time, 4 or 5, you need some snooze, right? So you want to just get, ads or whatever at that time. If you are targeting people between 40 and 60, when my son, who is now 14, he used to talk about old people when he was 10, 11, and after some time, I realized he's talking about me, 40, 45. And I said, we are not old people, grandma is old. So you have to know when you target audience, you can't target, audience and some certain age, and you don't care, what are their habits and what they like, and are they at work or not at work, and you have to just time, and you have to do it quickly, not quickly. I mean, in term to do it, just. In one day too, and it looks like nothing. You don't have real parameters. You don't have real words, But don't just delay and delay, because we are now in how we say in e-commerce. We are now Q4, so it's October, November, December. Those are months when sale is very high, in high demand. So you have to organize everything. You have to have your stocks. All depends what are you selling to people. But you have, and you have to calculate. So you can't, let's say I'm releasing now ad and I haven't got any products in warehouse. So what then is going to happen? People will order and they are looking forward to get that product. They say that I'm looking forward. I can't wait to get that, whatever it is. And then you have to be that one who will tell them, sorry, we can't make delivery because we haven't got enough stocks. So you have to take care about every single segment. But I suggest to every marketing manager to take time in customer care inquiries, actually, to chat with people. So when you chat, and that's how I'm, at the moment, I'm working for a British company, and they are really an amazing team. Guy who is a man who is the owner, he's 40 years old, 20 years in that business. He has been doing everything alone by itself, and selling and social media and delivery. While he's driving and delivering, he's answering, and now he has got, I don't know how many sales, whole team of people, and drivers and the social media managers, and they are absolutely fantastic. They do that with love, and then you can see how they treat customers. And that's why, and everything is organic way, those almost 300 only one store has got only 300,000 followers on Facebook. And there are not even 1,000 have been bought, So you have to just, it's when you're doing that from your heart and when you are doing that with care for people, it has to be good, It's not only money, Yes, you will get money, but one day, if they see you are faking, you will lose them all. So yes, emotions and human factor is in marketing. It can't be without that.
How important empathy, compassion, humility is for your business. But also too, you spoke of team dynamics. So if there's not one unified understanding, if there's no buy-in, where the leader is actually the one who has to create that atmosphere.
Exactly.
So if that atmosphere, that culture is non-existent, it will be felt by your customers in how service is delivered. Digitally, non-digitally, through your platforms, they can tell whether you're responding, whether you're not responding, whether you can meet their needs, whether you're addressing any issues. Because I think that's one of the major downfalls, that sometimes businesses are afraid to address the issues head on. It is perceived that social media, yes, you may have a department or someone managing those mechanisms for you, but the intricacies of that is unknown or not understood. So what has been some of the thoughts by startups and businesses of what they think social media and digital marketing is? Do they have an understanding?
No, they think you're having fun a whole day. Actually, yeah, I have that experience. Some of my connections. I have full inbox on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my favorite platform. To make sure, I have been working for B2B company, and I had a premium account, Sales Navigator. And that's excellent, the best tool for B2B, absolutely the best. And I love that platform. So that account had over 5,000 connections and 10,000 followers. And I just got fed up and I just deleted that, after some time, because I couldn't go, to check regular, business message, because people, especially now, I think it's problem in COVID and people are unbelievably lonely, probably. And they are showing a different behavior. You have to check the behavior of your customers, behavior of all of us. My behavior is different, not, customers. And it's what they get offended, why I don't chat, morning whenever I'm online, and I don't like to. I am what I am, and I don't like that to hide. No one knows when actually, it will be smarter for me and for them. But okay, when I, jump from one platform to another to third to post something for me personal, only on LinkedIn, but on Instagram, on Facebook, I'm doing that for business, of course. And I'm doing analysis, I'm tracking influencers to see what, people who are following, what content they like, what they don't like, hashtags and million things. And they found offended, that you don't have time for social development, so is that you are so busy, and you are showing all the time online. So actually, not only audience, but businesses think if you are a social media manager, you are having great fun. What are you doing? You are scrolling, lucky you, you're scrolling all day to the post and you are liking, just like. And actually, social media managers, it said you can't hurt actually social media manager. We are constantly in pain. Why? Because each platform is different. Each platform has some updates. Instagram, since today or tomorrow, not sure, will have some big changes where you will be able finally from desktop to actually post what you need. And then if you are doing that with tools, you can mess up, figure out 2 hours later, I supposed to post 2 hours ago, and time is big enemy, because if you post 2 hours later, let's say Instagram, where our audience is 24, 26 the most, and 2 hours later they are for night out, bye-bye, so no traffic that days, and that's funny. Yes, they all think how we have fun. Or I say, if you are thinking, in my spare time, now when it's weekend, when weekend starts for social media manager, it's usually Sunday 8 p.m. when you say, okay, I have finished everything on all platforms, so my weekend can start, and you're watching Sunday 8 p.m. How? You're working tomorrow. Where is my weekend? Where it has gone, Also, when I go with friends, I have one friend, she's terribly annoyed, and she says, don't dare to touch that phone. Don't. And my messages is just popping, notification, chatbot, one platform, another platform, third platform, 1, 2, third, fourth, fifth account on this platform, on that platform. So of course I have to put that sound, and it's just annoying. And it's very funny, but my friends used to call me when I started with social. They used to call me and asking, hey, what are you doing? And they realize after 10 time, I say, whichever time, is that morning, 3 o'clock, 5 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight, what are you doing? Or text, 1 a.m., what are you doing? Same answer, I'm working. So they don't ask me now when they call, they say, I know you are working. But I had to check with you. No more, they don't call anymore to chat, hey, how are you? What are you doing? Just they know, I know you're working. I just wanted to check, can you do or something? So that's life or social media manager, actually.
What are the considerations for digital transformation roadmap? So we're just going to be hypothetical. You have a business, they've never gone on use digital platform or any system to promote their products and services. What are they supposed to consider? What are the key considerations?
Well, yes, it's unbelievable, but you have companies who are not absolutely aware how much is that actually cheap. I don't even know if someone is using that direct marketing. Do they advertise in some newspapers? Hey, who is reading today newspapers? I mean, we all do it, electronically, Even myself, I caught myself, I don't write notes, I have Google Keep, and I'm just, whichever device I take, wherever I'm just logging, and everything is there. All my designs are online, images, notes, data, everything is online. And yes, I'm a book lover, and I like to, like to read a book, but I, found myself, I'm not doing that, books are just getting dust, and I clean them sometimes, but phone and headphones, and that's where I don't have time for a real book, but I'm doing that in digital way, over phone or PC. So yes, we are getting a little bit closer, because what is the way me and you, we will never meet, maybe because Caribbeans are on my high priority list. Maybe we will bump each other, but actually, thanks to LinkedIn algorithm, that's actually how me and you get in touch, and it has a lot of features and advantages. People can learn about other cultures quicker. People can connect, especially now when it's pandemic. But from another side, my neighbor passed away, and I didn't know that Really, and I felt sorry because it was a guy who just, he didn't choose time. Someone is ringing my door, and I'm saying, yes, I'm in middle of meeting. And he said, can you just remove these ads from my Viber application, please? And I said, okay, I can. And he says, I said, but I'm running, next time I fall asleep. And he said, are you sleeping? Yes, okay, next time I will bring you coffee. And actually, I didn't know he passed away. I didn't know that. I haven't seen notification. Neighbors told me, and I was shocked why I haven't seen his wife. She was working, actually. He hasn't, but it's under 60, and I didn't know that. So yes, we are going in that digital, and looking at kids. My son, he doesn't. If you ask, which is animal this, I don't know, cow. Maybe he will recognize, but something goat, sheep, not sure. He makes any difference. But when it's Python algorithm, no problem. Whatever you need, Excel, sheet, whatever, he will just sit down. He can figure out whatever, 14 years old, just unbelievable, But when to go outside, I told his friend, you have to call my son often, so you go cycling or something. And he told me, Mom, I have 5,000 karmas on Reddit. How if I go out, I won't be number one? No way. So, they are having karmas, on Reddit. So we are just all going digital, everyone. But it's not bad in one way. In another way, let's say Americans, they like Facebook. They read everything. Facebook is for them like icon, they pray in front of. So what they see forecast, what weather will be like, they go Facebook. If they get something, they buy. They never call that number from bill they got, from invoice. They are going to complain on Facebook. If they are happy, they are going to, whatever they are going to ask on Facebook. So in America, in States, actually, it's 60 or 67% people who will contact every seller through the Facebook rather than to call or email. Just Facebook is live for them, and it's, if you ask to connect, it's very personal, for them. In Europe, Facebook is something, just like, you can find people and, okay, hey, I know you, you're from my town, or we have been going for, I don't know, karate classes or whatever, but Americans, it's just some kind of platform. They trust unconditionally. So, yeah, all depends from, end of world. In Africa, they have a limited internet. Cuba, they have, of course, they don't have to the country internet, but they are as well, wherever they can, they, go to the email, social media. So people just connect and spread their, horizons and views. So, but all, if you know how to use, you have to know how to filter that. If you know how to use, you can learn and have really, really excellent advantage. If you don't know, you are going another direction.
Okay. That would have provided a lot of people with various scenarios in which you really need to understand your target audience, that you really need to understand the platforms where you will find them, whether you have the capacity, the time, the creative awareness to communicate with them and to exchange with them. So I gathered all of that as key considerations to lead into a digital transformation. What would you think are the key skills that are important should an organization or business person be aware of, should they want to now move into digital field?
Not intentionally. I had a lot of IT startups coming to my way since 3 years ago. They are actually talented people, They know how to make some tool, they know how to make application, but they are absolutely not aware, where you will sell that. And now I remember someone from my connection, he is the same digital marketing manager in Africa, I think Nigeria. And his preferred platform is LinkedIn. And he said that he had a customer who said, I don't think he has never been advertising on social media nor any digital way. And he said, but I don't think you are a LinkedIn expert, but I don't think you can help me because I'm selling coffins. I don't think my audience is on LinkedIn. So.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So what does it mean? People who are on LinkedIn, they never die. Yes, I mean, yes, okay. But from some point of view, yes, he was right. He won't find there his audience because we know, who are LinkedIn people. So people who still work, right? We know where is his audience retired and 70, 80 plus, they are on Facebook. So from one side, he was right. But what you have to do, actually, with those small businesses, not small, you have, big businesses, you have to teach them. Like a teacher, you have to explain every simple step. So you have to first teach them what is Google Ads, what's Facebook. You have to tell them, explain each platform, what's that for. Then you have to just test their product. I had a guy from Switzerland. He had an excellent idea and he made an application, but he made it before he ever asked, can I sell this? And he was so happy. It was his baby, great. And when I checked that, it's okay. Yes, it's some scheduling application. But what he was thinking, he told it will be great for hairdressers. But when I have tested, I know my hairdresser, he even doesn't write, who is young, he's 30 years old, he's on trends, social media everywhere. And he says, I can't sleep till 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. Why? Because I even don't write when I have scheduled, but overnight my brain constantly thinking, did I remember very well who said who will come for what, which service, And he has, option to click that. So they don't have habit. You first have to teach them to use that. And after some time, first schedule, unscheduled, or canceled, they will, get in mess. So I took that and I first had to explain, each platform. So website, how websites should look like. So you have two types. That's what clients don't understand at all. You have two types of websites. So you have to decide, are you going for a portfolio website? Like I say, is that website you want your friends to see and you present yourself, and they say it's great, like, or you want a website which will run traffic and you will get sale. So when you go on that and when you read that, you say, this doesn't sound, this, text paragraph, it doesn't sound, no, it's not written for your friends, it's written for Google to read. So everything what you do in website is actually, we do how Google will read. And it has to be simple. It's that artificial intelligence, it's unbelievable. I claim that Google algorithm is the best, really. There is nothing best than Google algorithm. And it goes so simple, but we are running, for so many information, we forget to be simple. When I tell you, just explain in a simple way, you don't know how to explain. When people say, I don't know. And that's actually hardest part when you have to write the content, in a simple way, short sentences, like you are talking to 7, 8, 9 years old. That's how Google is getting that. Then you have to explain, of course, how it works. And then I told him I'm going to test that his tool, actual application, and I had a few applications similar, which I ran. Then you have to contact some who are you have to take care about your competition to see what they are doing, So you have to lie sometimes. Yes, I see. So you have to say you are actually the customer or or business, and you are actually interested to get that. And then after some time, market research, I told him, okay, look, this is okay, but you will never sell this because you can't save them 400 francs a year. And that's it, maybe they will take 1 year and next year, why they will take it. So you have to have some upgrades. You have to give them for free. And if they want to upgrade, they need to pay, or you just can't sell that. And I told him it's better for doctors, for massage, and for other. And he said, just his face was, then you first have to just be prepared how you will say that, Now I understand when doctors need to tell someone from family, that someone passed away, That's that way because they just invested effort, not only money, 1 year to make an application, And then you are that one who has to tell him that his 1 year of life, just it will go because he wants, and you have to take care how you will say that, So he was, I told it will be drama, but no, he said, so it means I have to rearrange everything. Yes, you have to start from the beginning. So yes, he accepted, okay, not so traumatic, but that's actually when you deal with startups and with most business people who haven't got idea about what marketing is.
Okay, so I've gathered that you said that they need to at least educate themselves or get to understand exactly the context of digital and social media marketing. They have to also understand the background, the rear end of these platforms, especially algorithms and the analytics, and to be able to understand how the data gathered there can be used to converge, to harness conversion, to harness sales, to encourage customers to communicate their needs and their wants. So I've gathered all of that there. Now, let us speak about content creation. And you did talk about some aspects of content creation when you talk about the science of influence, the science of persuasion. How are you going to get that, let's say, visitor to your platform or your website and convert that person now to a sale, a customer who's going to purchase your product or service? So I really want to know what's the key things that any business needs to understand about content creation and content development.
Well, content is actually what attracts people. So I like to say, I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me, it's coming to me. It's not point I'm chasing, like in life. That's the same in marketing, and actually that's we call a customer journey. Customer is somewhere there, like we say, sea is the full of fishes. But we need to attract, and first I like to do analysis, Google Insight is actually excellent. Facebook has a good insight. Google Insight, you can track 7 days, 3 days, and I like to go 30 days, and then to see actually when they typed for that product the most. It can be Saturday 10 p.m., it can be Wednesday 10 a.m., it can be Friday is always low, because I think for traveling agency, Friday is top day, the best day, because everyone is just looking at the clock, and thinking, how they will go somewhere, so for travel, plane tickets, wherever, whatever, buses, never mind, it's excellent day. So you have to first get to keywords. So it's not the same, even in town, not region, not country, For example, when I worked something for a transportation industry, in New York, New Yorkers, they will type book a limo, not limousine, book a limo. West Coast, LA, San Francisco, they will type book limousine or book a car. But British English, they will type hire limousine. So you have to do that key search word, because we are not, different accent, different Aussies, they will just write absolutely something different. So you have to see what, which region, which town, how people, what they mostly type. We have million tools, and every business who hires marketing manager, they think you should have known all those tools and all those platforms and everything, like you're King Kong, and you can conquer everything, you are super power. And actually we have tools. It doesn't matter which, they are all some good, some better. Sometimes you can cheat, try in one and try and put in second and third, and then you will see what you will get. When you find what are keywords, how to write content. Writing content means 80% reading, 10% rewriting, and 10% writing. So when I'm getting content for someone, just now I have been doing I am opening, all competitors from Britain, from the USA, and from Australia, Canada, British talking area. And then my PC has, 30 tabs probably open. And then I'm reading one, another. I see this is terrible. This is okay. Aha, here, one part is okay, one is not. and reading, and when I write content, okay, I have tool, there are two tools, Hemingway and Grammarly, and I can actually suggest to everyone to install Grammarly because they have an extension for Google Chrome and it can be used on the phone. So if you're not like, I'm not native English, it's excellent because it has grammar and engagement and delivery and everything, it will suggest you, what you need to change and how to change. And actually it has some score till 100. And then you just type what you want content. Do you want to engage people with that content, or is it just informal, type? And actually today it happened for one product page. First time I hit 100 from 100. They never gives you 100, yeah, because they want to gives you something advanced. You buy their premium, of course, because it's free. Yeah. But I knew, 85 is okay. But today I couldn't believe first time 100 how they didn't, offer that advantage, And then if you, short sentences with a human, like I'm talking now to you, So we're normal from your heart, don't fake. Even Google algorithm is made, on that way. If you are, faking, Google just will realize that after 3 weeks, 21 days or 20 days. Even if you use some companies, they want to launch, quickly, and they don't have time, for example, on some foreign language, put it in Google Translator, okay. And Google Translate is not relevant. Okay, Google will rank your site for 15 days, 20. After 20 days, it's unbelievable. Artificial intelligence will realize it hasn't been written by human, and it will just, your rank will go down to bottom.
Yeah.
You can't fake Google. And I just have seen a guy who is drop shipping some products from China to America, and after 1 year, their Google ad account has been banned because Google recognized from supplier name and image, it's actually a copy from some branded product. It's done. So you can't, if you can't just, fake Google, how you think you can fake people? You can't.
Okay, so let us talk about the science of influence, or in other words, the science of persuasion. I really want to talk about the aspects of that. How do you, because you see, that is the growing pain of a lot of businesses and business owners. For one, the investment is understated or not understood. The amount of money you need to put into social media ads and boost. It seems to be, well, there are a lot of persons indicating that these things are not necessary. But I think from my own experience, I think you need to be able to put aside some financial line item or budget to push your content. I think it's necessary. I mean, it's not like you talking about Cardi B, who's a singer and so on. I mean, I bet you they do pay to push all their ads, but just to say the volume of their following is so grand, they may not necessarily have to put as much. But for somebody who's smaller and just
sorry.
No, go ahead, please. Let's go. Yes.
Yes, you're right. That's right point. Actually, business owners, they will spend some money you can't believe, some nonsense, And when you ask, let's say, you want to just get traffic, and you want 7 days to test Google Ads, and you say, I need budget between $10 and $25 a day. So it's between $70 we are talking, 70, and 150, 160, to test. So you see, you have to test in social. So we call it test, scale, and test, scale all the time. You can't, sometimes that algorithm works and you are getting unbelievable results, but after some time it's going, down, and then you have to test, you have to change something, Algorithm, it's like, I don't know, it has to shuffle. Sometimes it's hitting, it can happen, to hitting wrong audience, but you will see all parameters, Then you have to stop advertising and change creative. Creative we call actually ad. It's the text and picture, text and more pictures, and text and video. So we know exactly how to make video, In 3rd second, you have to, first 3 seconds, they have to realize what product is. In the first 7-10 seconds has to happen something, what will be wow. Then something later, unexpectable, and again product. So you know exactly how it goes. And with each platform, 30 seconds or 30. I don't understand ads really with 2 minutes video. Who will watch that? Who has time for that? If your customer goes to your website, and he will wait only 3 seconds if it's loading, over 3 seconds, if he doesn't see information very clearly, he will just click, next your tab, and he's going to another website, and you are losing, customers. So how you can make, ad 2 minutes, no, even 30 seconds sometimes is too much. It can be 15, 20, you can show everything and you can attract them. And then you have to check that landing page. That's where people, make mistakes. They make, I don't know, from that landing page, it's everything there. Like you take, some basket and throw everything there. No, because people will get lost, will not know. That customer journey from that ad and a landing page, they need to be like a mirror to mirror, When he goes from here, he's not aware he's here. He's just like, normal flight, and he's landing on button and clicking the button and doing a purchase, So it has to be simply, you have psychology of colors. For example, in digital world, Amazon, black, yellow, it's for sale. But for example, blue is a color of our friendship, So people will feel, like you're friendly. I had, Print on Demand, a German company, and their website is absolutely all in red color. And I said, okay, people, are you aware that you are not Walmart or Asda or Lidl? You are not selling food, It's for ketchup color, red, because red in psychology, we women, we know, right? It just gets you to eat, you want to eat when you see that color. So you can go, website, and you have a company in 20 countries, which is providing print on demand, and it's in red color. Okay, it's okay for food, McDonald's, Coke, or you don't know, some cheeses, or, it's okay, red color, but not for that. So there is a million factors, And then when it's come to payment, there, if you say, let's go to, to test, Google, and Google Ads is excellent because you can just control whatever you want to, all costs. You can just say, I want from that till 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. to run this ad for this category of people or this category. Facebook, the same. Facebook is more expensive, of course, much more. You can do under $100. And you have to test, 10 ad sets, and which don't work, you need to remove them, then, and okay, but still Facebook is, huge platform, and but they don't want to, but, they want results, but nothing to invest, and these cars, it's not really, luxury, it's not professional. We need then pay one, go and take a professional photographer, or just pay the picture, which is $25, and you need how many? 50 images you need. Okay, just get, if you want to. If you don't want to, just be satisfied, like I could find for free, So they all have a high expectation, and to not, but it's really the cheapest way, some TV prime time. It's unbelievable how much 1 minute costs. Unbelievable, It can be your budget for a whole month, some social media or Google ads, Facebook ads, Pinterest is okay. Same, it's, not for all niche, let's say if you want a B2B, business to business, it's not worth on Facebook. Of course, your platform is Twitter or LinkedIn, If you, some service, for example, you want, if you are selling, if you're e-commerce platform, you don't have problem. You don't need a Twitter, but for some you can do on LinkedIn, all depends what are you selling. But Instagram, Facebook, Google Ads, Pinterest, TikTok, you really have a lot of choice. But you have to invest in everything. How you will get if you don't invest,
Exactly. Let me just go back a little more to content creation, because I think we need to all understand that you really have to know how to convey a message, how to tell a story, but in a very simple, non-confusing way, so that anybody can relate, or as many as your target audience can relate to whoever you're trying to reach. So how should a piece of content be written? What's your guidelines for writing a piece of content? A general guideline.
A general guideline is actually your content will come from your customers. That's when I have started with a British company. Actually, what I'm doing, I got a website who has been built by developer, and I beg you, developers, please don't ever build an e-commerce website because you have no clue about marketing. Please, because you can't, build website, just take and throw it like ping pong, and you say, I have everything here. Yes, okay, but when customer comes, he can't see product which is £100 first, and target product who is £700 is somewhere down, and most expensive product £1,500 on bottom. It's not point, we are not selling those. They are for cross sale, So I had to do everything. There haven't been content because, it was copy paste from somewhere, even wrong products, And it all depends, when in draft, it has to, default, it has to be, I want to point out what they need to see first, If we are running ad for something, and if they're coming to website, they have to see that the first, not, something random or in alphabetic order. So I had to write content, and it took me really, 3 weeks for 86 products. So, but I started with the inquiries, and it actually helped me to build content because I knew what customers, sometimes they have questions you would never think you should find that out about product. And it's product which it's furniture actually, something they will come, and lay down on sofa, and enjoy, spend more time on that sofa than on a car, which costs £10,000 or 15, and it's unbelievable how many details. And it helped me. And I think everyone who is each marketing manager should start at the same time to talk with customers and to build content and everything. So actually, now I know actually what they will ask, I can, that objections, you can just handle them, before they are coming. And I know what questions are coming now, and that's pointed on website. If they go on website, they will actually see whatever they told they will ask. Mm-hmm. Except if they ask, of course, my husband, please, sorry, but my husband is asking, is that U-shaped sofa will come in one piece or in more pieces, and we will assemble. I said, okay, if you have, really big door, we don't have vehicle to store it, There are some funny questions, but just, then you see how people think, and then you are writing that content. It has to be simple first, not long sentences, not some fancy words, when I go on website and we are providing solution for your problem, which blah, blah. I mean, hello, you scroll whole page and you don't know what's that about, Yeah, it's cool, fancy, but it won't sell. It's not, about, it's for your friends maybe and for you to read, but not to attract your customers or clients. It has to be simple, like you're speaking to 5 years old, and it has to have answers to their problems. Very simple. Google has started for SEO optimization. First, it was 1,500 words. Story Bible, like they say. Then it's shortened to 700, now 5.3. Now even it doesn't go, it's just not under 150 words. It's enough, who will read? If they will spend, they need to wait 3 seconds, and they will spend approximately 3 minutes on your website to find what they want to. You have to think. They are 3 minutes, 180 seconds. You have to make it simple, click here, click there, and I'm fine, found what I need. That I remember your post about chatbots, about the search tools. They're unbelievable how they are, they are good. In search, when I get search doesn't work, and I said, okay, developer, you have to, store that search. That's many people if they're coming, and they're typing between 86 products. Do you think they will go and scroll through the whole pages when I need to find product? No, they won't. So search has to work. And actually, everything is time, time frame. Yes, and that those life coaches or coaches for business, when I just, read more, when I see that, when I pray, when I click to not, and then I can't read really, I read first, actually, when people read all that content from your post, you know what they will remember at the end of the day? They will remember first 2-3 words from first sentence and first 2-3 words from last. That's all. What for? What for? Better show some pictures, some strong sentence, something funny or whatever, and that will be okay, for your audience. That's how you will get your audience. chatbot is excellent. Why? Because they know you care about them, and search is one thing you care about them, and you respect their time and their needs, and you want to help them to navigate them, to not spend too much time and to find what they need actually. Okay. So that's how you start to write content. Just start from your customers, clients actually, and you will know what to write.
Jelena, what advice would you give to marketers? And I say that because a lot of business, the job of a marketer seems to be compounded now. Besides the function of marketing, some businesses require their marketers to take on also social media marketing, and which is like a completely humongous responsibility on its own. What advice would you give to startups and maybe businesses who are thinking to change the way that they do things, about taking on or improving their social media and digital marketing strategy? What advice would you give to them?
First, for businesses who don't have any marketing advisor, consultant, manager, however they call that, I think I would say find one as soon as possible. Okay, I understand them. They have, if you have a company 10, 15, 20, 30 years, you have your way and you are sailing, your boat is going in direction you want to, and it's okay. But think, why not, I said, okay, you are fishing fishes in lake. But hey, hello, you have more, 2 seas or 1 ocean, why not try? Just try to expand your business, that's point, Not, it's always that comfort zone, people are afraid to try something new. Okay, you don't have to, you can test it, but, with minimal budget, you can test it, I don't know, with $500, Google, for 1 month, and you will see if you are getting that, okay, it's coming, okay, let's go to that side, But for marketers, I would definitely, my advice is hold on, keep your head just above water, breathe, and just swim to that mud. You will come to some nice destination very soon that one day. You will find someone who will understand you, and who will know what's your strategy, who wants to, be stubborn and say, no, that's way how it should go, that's way, and they have not got clue. And even you try to explain, look, it's not, it doesn't work. No, I want this, So have patience for your clients. Most of them you have to educate, except if you have luck, to just meet someone and to get really in team who knows what they are doing. And if you just suggest something, they say, hey, yes, it can be a great idea. Let's try that. So it's really rare, but one day you will get there. Till then, just scroll to the social media and have fun, And keep your head above of water, and don't forget to drink, to eat, to sleep, of course. And in middle of night, don't, when you wake up, to think, how I could, rearrange this product page. So don't do that. Yeah, take some time, go hiking, go walking. Yeah, we all need that, and that's my advice.
Create a balanced life. That's one of your last.
Yes, okay. But I have to say one thing. Marketing and sales profession, they said those are people who have a shortest life, so they don't live too long because they're constantly stressed, constantly, and that brain, every day some platform is updating something. You have to read all that. It takes me 1 hour for marketing news. So I have to know, because I have to say to my client, hey, SEO has had some updates or something, so we can do. You have to know all that. So it's all the time process learning. And please, businesses, don't expect one marketing manager is not, a superwoman or superman, and we can't know everything. And it's not point to know everything, of course.
On that note, I would like to say thank you enormously for joining me. And I hope that our audience is able to benefit from the wealth of information. I found this session to be very fun, but very insightful at the same time. So thank you for that. And to the audience, see you next time. Bye. We